Hello students, today we'll start our next exercise, that is exercise 1.6. Before proceeding towards our next exercise, let's recall the laws of exponents which we have studied in our previous class as well. So our first law is a raised to the power m multiply a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m plus n. Then in this, what we are saying, if we are having the same base and we are having different powers and the terms are in multiplication, then with the same base we will add the powers. Then our next law is a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m minus n, which means when we are having same base and powers are different and the terms are in division, then with the same base we will subtract the power. Then our next law is a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n. When we are having the power raised to the power, then those power will multiply, right? The next law is a raised to the power m multiply b raised to the power m is equals to a multiply b to the whole power m, which means when we are having same power and different base, then base will multiply and we will write the whole power m. And next law is when we are having a raised to the power m upon b raised to the power m, which is equals to a upon b raised to the power whole m, which means when we are having different base and same power, then we will divide those numbers and raised to the power m, which is same for both. The next law is a raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, which means when we are having any base to the power 0, then the number will be equals to 1. Then next law is a raised to the power minus n is equals to 1 upon a raised to the power n, which means when the power is in negative, then we will reciprocal that term and then the power becomes positive. Now let's proceed towards our exercise 1.6. Our first question is find, first part is 64 raised to the power 1 by 2. So 64 we can write it as 8 into 8. Why we are writing it 8 into 8? Because if we write 8 into 8, then this becomes 8 raised to the power 2. And when we'll use the law a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n, then 2 from this fraction will cut this 2 and then what is left? Then 1 is left here as a power. So this become 8 raised to the power 1, which is equals to 8. Then next is 32 raised to the power 1 by 5. So again 32 will try to write such that within bracket something to the power 5 will come. So we can write it as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32. Right, to the whole power 1 by 5. Then 2 raised to the power 5 to the whole power 1 by 5. Then if we again use the law a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n. So this 5 and this 5 will cancel. Then what is left? 2 raised to the power 1 is left, which is equals to 2. The next part is 125 raised to the power 1 by 3. Then 125 we can write it as 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 raised to the power 1 by 3. Then again this we can write it as 5 raised to the power 3 to the whole power 1 by 3. Then again we will use 8 raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power mn, which is equals to 5 raised to the power 1. Why 1? Because 3 will cancel each other, then 1 is left, and 5 raised to the power 1 is equals to 5 only. Then let's move towards our next part, that is question number 2. Find 9 raised to the power 3 by 2. Then 9 we can write it as 3 into 3 to the whole power 3 by 2. Then 3 into 3 is equals to 3 is raised to the power 2. Now this we can write it as 3 raised to the power 2 to the whole power 3 by 2. Now again we will use a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power mn. Then 2 will cancel each other. Then what is left? 3 is left. So this becomes 3 raised to the power 3, which is equals to 27, because 3 3s are 9 and 9 3s are 27. Then second part is 32 raised to the power 2 by 5. So again 32 we can write as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 to the whole power 2 by 5. Then this we can write as 2 raised to the power 5. So this becomes 2 raised to the power 5 to the whole power 2 by 5. Again we will use a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n. Then 5 will cancel each other. Then what is left? 2 is left in the power. So this becomes 2 raised to the power 2, which is equals to 4. Fine. The next part is 16 raised to the power 3 by 4. So 16 we can write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 to the whole power 3 by 4. Now this becomes 2 raised to the power 4 to the whole power 3 by 4. Now again we will use our law a raised to the power m to the whole power n, which is equals to a raised to the power m into n. Then this 4 and this 4 will cancel each other. Then what is left? 3 is left. So this becomes 2 raised to the power 3, which is equals to 8, as 2 to the 4 and 4 to the 8. Right. Then next part is 125 raised to the power minus 1 by 3. So 125 we can write it as 5 into 5 into 5. Right. Then 5, this we can write as 5 raised to the power 3. Then this becomes 5 raised to the power 3 to the whole power minus 1 by 3. Now we can use this law, a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n. Then 3 and 3 both will cancel. What is left? Minus 1 is left. So this becomes 5 raised to the power minus 1. And now again we will use the law, a raised to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon a raised to the power m. So now this becomes 1 upon 5 raised to the power 1, which is equals to 1 upon 5. Now next part is question number 3. Simplify. First part is 2 raised to the power 2 by 3 multiply 2 raised to the power 1 by 5. So here we are having same base. The terms are in multiplication and our powers are different. So we have studied one law, that is a raised to the power m multiply a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m plus n. So here we will write the same base and n power we will add the powers. So 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 5. So 2 raised to the power, we will take the LCM of 3 and 5, that is 15. 2 will write as it is, and 5 3s are 15. Plus 1 we will write as it is, 5 3s are 15. So 2 5s are 10, 1 3s are 3. Upon 15, 2 raised to the power 10 plus 3 upon 15, which is equals to 2 raised to the power 13 upon 15. Then next part is 1 upon 3 raised to the power 3 to the whole power 7. So 1 upon 3 raised to the power 3 we can write it as 3 raised to the power minus 3 to the whole power 7, and now we can use the identity a raised to the power m to the whole power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n. So these will multiply, 7 3 is 21, and plus minus minus, so this becomes 3 raised to the power minus 21, and this we can write it as 1 upon 3 raised to the power 21 using the law a raised to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon a raised to the power m. Then our next part is 11 raised to the power 1 by 2 upon 11 raised to the power 1 by 4. So here our base is same, the terms are in division and our powers are different. So we can use the law a raised to the power m upon a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m minus n. So this becomes 11 raised to the power 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 4. Then we will take the LCM. Then LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. So now this becomes 1. We will write as it is, 2 2s are 4, minus 1 we will write as it is, 4 1s are 4. So on solving we will get 11 raised to the power 2 minus 1 upon 4. And again when we will solve this, we will get 11 raised to the power 1 upon 4. Fine. Now our next part is 7 raised to the power 1 by 2 multiply 8 raised to the power 1 by 2. So here we are having different base and power is same. So we will use the law a raised to the power m multiply b raised to the power m is equals to a into b to the whole power m. Now this becomes 7 into 8 to the whole power 1 by 2. 7 8s are 56. So this becomes 56 to the whole power 1 by 2. Fine. Now this is all about this exercise. Thank you.